just think you beat me in that fight?
I think I do. I do think I beat you in the fight. I do think because I watched the fight. I'm the first person to admit when I lose. 'Cause I fight with honor.
Yeah.
And when I fought who was it, Ninja? Before I watched the fight, I thought I lost. I tried to give him my trophy. Like, oh man, I don't want to get my hand raised because that's why I fight. Okay, so
or like even the Machida fight, you were like, I don't know, it was pretty close.
No, the Machida fight, though, people don't understand of me being sarcastic. That fight was really close, and and I thought the UFC didn't like me, so I was surprised that they would give me that fight. So I'm making it. You see, if you watch it, my face was like, I'm doing a surprise thing. Yeah, but I sometimes when the fight that close, you don't know you won until after you watch it, right?
So, right when we initially stopped, you said something to me to the fact like, "Oh, you got me," or something like that. Do you recall this?
I don't recall it, but
you said something like, "Ah, you got me," and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, it was a good fight, right? And honestly, I didn't see you getting out of the first round. So after you got out of the first round, you really impressed me. But I'm gonna tell you something that I thought about today, and I thought about the other day. I don't know if I can't say no names because I got sued. But I don't know if you remember my trainer / manager back then. He did a fucking interview.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah, I can't say no names. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. He did a fucking interview before our fight, and he was like, "If Rampage lose to Forrest Griffin, I'm going to retire." And this is something that I really didn't talk about that much back then. But back then, I was really into the power of the mind and law of attraction.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, what you call it, subconsciously, I did want to lose that fight because I wanted to fire him and I couldn't get away from him. I'm serious. This is true. And then I recall thinking like, okay, I guess there's no real qualifications to be a coach. I guess you just show up and say I can hold mitts. Okay. Yeah. Because it was a weird way how he got in there, and then there's another weird way how he finagled to being my manager. But he said that in the interview, and I remember him saying that right there and there. Cause I was right there, and in the back of my mind, I was like, "This could be." But I was a champion. I didn't want to lose my belt, but then I had to snap out of it. But when you hurt my leg in that fight, my mind being so strong, that was the only way. I had to heal myself up in between rounds. I had never been leg kicked like that before. And then I found out who showed you that shit, and that shit kind of hurt my motherfucking feelings. 'Cause I used to train with that motherfucker.
Like who?
What was that guy's name? What was this guy? They said you trained with him. You asked him to show him the leg kick. James Irving, is that true?
I mean, I trained with James, but
they said you asked him.
Well, he had a very good tie kick, but like it's not like it's a tie kick.